Mahabharat Summaries. Last weekend was a Ganesh Chaturthi special episode of Mahabharat Summaries. If you have missed it, please click on the link that will pop up right now and you can watch it. In the week before that, we had stopped the story of Mahabharata at the point where Satyavati's son Vichitravirya married the princesses of Kashi, Amba and Ambalika. But only 2 years after the marriage, he succumbed to an illness and left his wives childless. Thus Satyavati was extremely agitated by this situation because she thought that the lineage of King Shantanu will not continue and there would be no king for the kingdom of Hastinapur. Thus she begged to Bhishma that he should father sons to Amba and Ambalika, and if that is not possible, he should at least ascend the throne as the king of Hastinapur. However, he politely reminded her about his vow of celibacy and that he will never ascend the throne. However, in order to pacify the agitated Satyavati, he told her a story. This is the story of Parshuram. Parshuram was the son of a sage called as Jamadagni. Sage Jamadagni was a Brahmin who was killed by the warriors of the clan Kshatriya. And in order to avenge his father's death, Bhishma decided to kill Kshatriyas from all over the world, and he terminated this race 21 times. So in order to continue the lineage of the Kshatriyas, the Kshatriya women had sons through Brahmins. These Brahmins were self-controlled and they bestowed sons upon the Kshatriya women only from the intention of procreation, and there was no passion involved in that act. The offsprings thus conceived were considered to be the progeny of these women's husbands who were Kshatriyas and not of the Brahmins. Thus the lineage of Kshatriyas continued successfully. So Bhishma told the story to Satyavati and suggested that they could have a Brahmin who could father the sons of Vichitravirya and Amba and Ambalika. Satyavati was extremely happy on hearing this, and she confided into Bhishma that she had a son through sage Parashara. This son was called as Krishna Dvaipayan Vedvyas. I have told the story of the birth of Vedvyas in an episode a few weeks before. If you have missed it, a link will pop up right now. You can go there and watch the video. So Krishna Dvaipayan Vedvyas was called so because so Krishna means dark, and he was extremely dark skinned, and Dvaipayan because Dvaipa means island, and he was born on an island. And Vedvyas was a title given to him because he had segregated the material of the Vedas into 4 Vedas. Thus, Satyavati told Bhishma that Krishna Dvaipayan Vedvyas was extremely righteous and a very self-controlled kind of a Brahmin who lived a very righteous and pure life. And he would be perfect because he was also the half-brother of Vichitravirya. And Amba and Ambalika could have sons through him. Bhishma agreed to this, and Bhishma and Satyavati called out for Krishna Dvaipayan Vedvyas. When Vedvyas learnt that his mother needed him, he immediately went to meet her. The both of them were meeting after many years, and they met each other very emotionally and they were very happy to see each other. Satyavati told Vedvyas of her predicament and requested him to give kings to the kingdom of Hastinapur by fathering sons with Amba and Ambalika. Vedvyas agreed to this, but on the condition that Amba and Ambalika had to practice certain rites, certain rituals for a year, so that they could be purified enough to have a union with the righteous Vedvyas. However, Satyavati was extremely impatient. She said that leaving a kingdom without a king for a year was extremely inauspicious and extremely dangerous. and that Vedvyas should give a king to the kingdom immediately. Thus, Vedvyas agreed to this situation, but on the condition that Amba and Ambalika should be able to endure the union with Vedvyas in spite of his smell, his features, and his attire. Thus, the sons fathered by Vedvyas were the next kings in the kingdom of Hastinapur, and they were the direct ancestors of the Pandavas and the Kauravas. So, we will learn more about them in the next video that I'll put up next weekend. Till then, keep tuned into Mahabharat Summaries. Bye and take care.